The majestic highlands where mountains meet the sky, an unmistakable rhythm of life governs all. It is distinctly familiar, yet born of an ancient civilization ruled by nature's spirits. It pulsates into each of the mountainous domains, pulling them together into one united landscape.
Welcome to Cordillera Administrative Region.
Cordillera Administrative Region, or CAR, was established on July 15, 1997 through the Executive Order No. 220 issued by President Corazon Aquino. It is the only landlocked region of the Philippines.
6 provinces and a chartered city define its territory. There's Abra, the bamboo province; Apayao, nature's last frontier; Kalinga, home of ancient traditions; Mountain Province, caves and handicrafts; Ifugao, ancient cultural landscape; Benguet, salad bowl of the Philippines; and the city of Baguio, long acknowledged as the summer capital of the Philippines.
The regional center is the chartered city of Baguio, officially known as the summer capital. Its rugged terrain and breathtaking topography had been home to the sturdy and industrious indigenous tribes collectively called the Igorot, while its climate has bred an equally unique culture distinct from that of the country's lowland colonized regions. It is located in the north-central part of Luzon, and it encompasses most of the areas within the Cordillera Central Mountain Range of Luzon. It is bounded by Ilocos Norte and Cagayan in the north, Pangasinan and Nueva Vizcaya in the south, Cagayan Valley in the east, and the Ilocos region in the west. It is the country's only landlocked region.
More than just scenic, the views of the Cordillera region are breathtaking canvases, painted by natural elements and the passing of time. Steeped in history, each destination is ready to take you by the hand, to draw you in and share their stories over cups of highland coffee.
The Cordillera Administrative Region is rich in ancient culture. It is the home of the indigenous tribe called the Igorot. The way of life of the people in this region existed way back to ancient Filipinos before the Spanish colonization. Cordillera also has various festivals. This includes the Panagbenga or Baguio Flower Festival, celebrated every February. The festival highlights are the flower exhibits, garden tours, floral competition, and parade of floats. Other festivals in the region include the Olalim Festival in Kalinga, Langay Festival in Mountain Province, Banawe Imbayan Festival, and the Tabuk Mataguan Festival. The region is rich in natural resources and has abundant mineral reserves. Gold, copper, silver, and zinc are among the metallic ores that can be found in the region. Non-metallic reserves include sand, gravel, and sulfur. Although mineral reserves are found all over the region, mining is concentrated in Benguet. Majority of Cordillera's population engage in farming and small-scale production. The Philippines is blessed with a lot of beautiful waterfalls, but nothing can compete with Kaparpakan Falls in Abra, or also known as Malawin Falls. It's one of the recently discovered trip to Kaparpakan Falls. One of the notable things about this trip is the long commute. From Manila, it takes about 8 to 9 hours to reach Bangued in Abra, which is where the registration takes place, or the actual location of Kaparpakan Falls is in Tanag, which is another municipality. From there, tourists are required to give in requirements, registration list, waiver form, and attend a short orientation on what to expect. In summarization, Kaparpakan Falls is relatively undeveloped. The road going there is difficult. The monster jeep or truck may get broken down on the way. Be sure you know what you're getting in. Banaue Rice Terraces, province in Ifugao. Banaue is in Luzon Island in the north of the Philippines, in an area called Ifugao. It has one of the most amazing mountain views you'll ever see. These mountains are the home of 2,000-year-old rice terraces and is, in my opinion, a place you shouldn't miss if you visit the Philippines. Getting to Banaue and Ifugao is difficult and long, but well worth the journey north. The journey from Manila to Banaue takes about 9 hours by bus. Traffic can add about 2 hours. The other options is to fly to Baguio and then take a bus from there, but it doesn't save much time. The buses are operated by a few companies and the most well-known is Ohayami Transit. They operate night buses, which leave their station, located in the Sampaloc area, every evening between 9 a.m. to 10 p.m.
The third destination and attraction is Sumaging Cave in Sagada. There are numerous caves in Sagada great for spelunking. Caves play an important part in Igorot's culture since burial traditions are being held mostly in caves. In fact, hundreds of coffins were stuck in the entrance of Lumiang Burial Cave, a few kilometers away from the Sumaging Cave. As per our guide, the oldest coffin in Lumiang Cave is believed that it has been there for about 500 years. The dead body inside the cave was in a fetal position and images of lizards were carved in their coffin symbolizing the long life and fertility. Sumaging Cave is about an hour away from the town hall. Just walk towards Yogurt House and keep walking until you get there. But before you do that, be for sure that register and get a guide first from the tourism office. As already described, Sumaging Cave is dangerous and shouldn't be attempted. The fourth attraction and destination is Spanish Church in Apayao Barangay, Mitagisan, Putol. Dominican missionaries established Putol at its first Christian settlement in the province in 1604. A stone church was built in 1684. It was built like a fortress to protect the colonizer and later on abandoned in 1815 due to the fierce attack by Isneg. Isneg is also known as the Isnag or Apayao, and they are the indigenous people of the province. The Spanish government later regained some loose control over the province in 1891. Today, a majority of the Isneg people who make up a third of Apayao's population are still animists. In riding from the bus, Manila, ride GV Florida bus to Junction Luna via Lawag and Claribel 15 hours. From Junction Luna, Junction Libertad, Abulunog, Cagayan, ride a jeepney to Putol, Apayao, 30 to 40 minutes ride. The fifth attraction and destination is Kabayan Mami's Caves in Benguet and Mountain Province. Mummification began prior to the Spanish colonization. Individuals from the higher social stratum of the Ibaloy of Kabayan used to be mummified through a long ritual process over a long period of time. The process of mummification using salt and herbs and set under fire may take up to 2 years. During the Spanish period, Christianity spread and took a foothold in the mountains of Benguet, and the practice of mummification and cave burial was abandoned. The remains are then placed in wooden coffins and interred in man-made burial which used in rock or rock shelters and natural caves. strategically located in the mountain slopes of the municipality of Cagayan. More than 200 man-made burial caves has been identified and 15 of which contain preserved human mummies. In riding, Cagayan is the starting point for hikes to Mount Pulag, and has plenty of other trails. The Timbak Caves trek involves climbing 1,300-meter altitude from 1,100-meter to 2,400-meter. It was an effort that was worth it for two reasons: mummies and the views from above. We reached Cagayan on a minibus from Baguio. So, we are here in different kinds of provinces in Car region. First, province of Apayao. Apayao is a province in the Philippines situated in the Car region, occupying the northern central section of Luzon. Its capital is the municipality of Cabugao. The province has a land area of 4,413.35 square kilometers or 1,704 square miles. Its population is determined by the 2015 census was 119,184. This represented 6.94% of the total population of the Car region, 0.21% of the overall population of the Luzon Island group, or 0.12% of the entire population of the Philippines. Based on these figures, the population density is computed at 27 inhabitants per square kilometers or 70 inhabitants over.
I'm half Filipino, half British by birth, but I was born and raised abroad. I've spent nearly my whole life in England, and I can't wait to explore the rich Filipino culture, the rich Filipino heritage, and learn what it means to be truly Filipino. Apayao is one of the most northerly provinces in the Philippines, and is part of the Cordillera administrative region of Luzon. Bordering the south of Apayao is the province of Kalinga. To the north and east lies the province of Cagayan, and to the west the provinces of Abra and Ilocos Norte. Apayao is a mountainous province covered in woodlands with large rivers flowing across the land, their waters forming gently rolling valleys and large open plains. One of the major arteries of the province is the Apayao River, known for its clean waters and picturesque scenery. The river courses from the west of the province and passes through its heartlands, heading up north onto the Pacific Ocean. The most convenient way to reach Apayao is via Tuguegarao Airport, which is just 1 hour flight from Manila, the capital of the Philippines. The airport itself is situated in the neighbouring province of Cagayan, and is from the airport just a few hours drive to Apayao. One thing which is particularly striking about Apayao is its cool climate, which is amongst one of the coolest places I've been to in the Philippines. The air is crisp and fresh, and has a refreshing quality about it. A place to go and feel revitalised and renewed. The province is comprised of 7 municipalities, each one offering a unique experience. The province is certainly rich in ecology and nature, with many areas of outstanding natural beauty just waiting to be explored.
So, another province of Car region is Abra. The province of Abra is now known as the natural dye capital of the Philippines because it is blessed with abundant natural dye-yielding plants. Natural dyes are extracted from the barks, leaves, fruits, and roots of these plants, and used to color food, beverages, textiles, cosmetics, furniture, and pharmaceutical products. The revival of Abra's dyeing tradition had been the project of former Governor Maria Zita Castro Valera. It started in 1992 with the Katutubong Foundation Inc., headed by former First Lady Amelita or Ming Ramos, with the help of designer Patis Tesoro, who is renowned for using ethnic designs and fabrics for haute couture creations. Another revival project that is related to the province's natural dye industry is loom weaving and embroidery. As of 1990, there were 743 cottage industries in Abra, of which 208 are registered with the Department of Trade and Industry. 59% are engaged in bamboo and rattan craft, making both lead industries in the area. In 1992, the natural dye industry together with loom weaving and embroidery were received from former Governor Maria Zita Claustro Valera. Other popular industries are piggery and poultry, garment craft, and needlecraft.
Abra River, one of the country's largest river systems, flows throughout the province. A great vantage point to marvel at this Abra River basin is the Calaba Bridge, a 900-meter modular bridge that spans the Abra Ilocos Norte National Road and connects 3 municipalities to the capital town, Bangued. Among the must-visit destinations in Abra are its landmark religious structures. In the town of Tayum, faithful penitents flock to the Santa Catalina de Alandria Parish Church. Distinctly Baroque in architecture, it was built by secular priests to Christianize the Tingyans of Abra in the 19th century. In 2001, this tangible landmark has been declared as the National Cultural Treasure by the National Museum of the Philippines. The people of Abra are known for their simple yet focused attention to detail and hard work. Outstanding among their character, however, is their ingenuity in weaving masterful creations using the bountiful resources provided by the land. With an abundant blessing of hectares upon hectares of public, private, and forest land, the provincial towns of Abra are among the biggest cultivators of bamboo species called buho and kawayan tinik. Within many craft villages, it is a daily sight to witness men and women babbling about the day's issues while busy at work with their bamboo splitting and intricate weaving activities. Unsurprisingly, a best-selling enterprise is the production and sale of bamboo handicrafts. Yet, apart from these traditional products, bamboo in Abra is likewise highly sought for its flattened lumber and engineered version that is now used for furniture and home construction.
Every year during the week of February the 14th, the province celebrates the founding of the province with the Siam Festival, which is held in the municipality of Luna. Apayao is a land rich in natural wonders, timeless vistas, and majestic beauty, a place to be one with nature and appreciate its splendour. The rivers which run through the land shape and give it character, and the natural geology has resulted in magnificent rock formations and spectacular scenery. Explore the lands and the sights and experience an adventure like none other.
Definitely, Richard's ecotourism adventure in Apayao is just an initial foray into a deeper, more evocative understanding of the highland culture that is Cordilleran. Traveling southwards, he reaches the idyllic province of Kalinga, where a dynamic fusion of tattooing as an ancient art form and the adrenaline-pumping activity of whitewater rafting make for a most memorable travel vlog. Let's all join Richard as he conquers Kalinga, the home of ancient traditions.
Another third provinces in Car region is Kalinga. Its capital is Tabuk and borders Mountain Province to the south, Abra to the west, Ezpeleta to the east, Cagayan to the northeast, and Apayao to the north. Kalinga and Apayao are the result of 199 partitioning of former province of Kalinga-Apayao, which was seen to better service the respective needs of the various indigenous peoples in the area.
Kalinga is a province rich in culture and heritage, famous for its tribal ancestry. Formerly the province was part of the province of Kalinga-Apayao. However, in 1995, the province was divided into two separate provinces, Kalinga and Apayao. Kalinga contains nearly every type of terrain, from steep mountainous peaks and valleys through to plateaus, rolling hills and open expanses of lowlands. The rugged mountain landscapes contain peaks rising to almost 2,500 metres, their sides covered in lush forests. Agriculture is certainly an integral part of Kalinga. Rizal and Tabuk, with their flat lands, are the biggest rice producers. Next in rice production are the mountainous areas of Balbalan, Bugarin, Pasil, Pinukpuk, Tinglayan and Tanuran, which are famed for their terraces. The rice terraces are ancient, formed from stone or mud walls. They're a wonder to behold, truly an awe-inspiring sight. The work that must have gone into making them is staggering. They flow so naturally along the contours of the valley, almost as if nature made them on their own accord. They're naturally fed from the mountainside water, truly a marvel of engineering. These terraces have withstood the test of time and will endure for many more years. One of the thriving industries in Kalinga is the coffee industry, which is the second biggest industry after rice production. Out of the 8 municipalities which comprise Kalinga, 7 produce coffee. The Kalinga blend is a combination of 3 varieties of coffee: Robusta, Excelsior and Arabica. Robusta and Excelsior make up the main body of the coffee and give the coffee its taste, whereas Arabica gives the coffee its aroma. In general, the higher its content, the more expensive the blend.
One particular unique feature about the people of Kalinga, also known as the Inkalinkas, is their tattoos.
And tourists come from far and wide to acquire them. For the Kalinga, they are a sign of strength, endurance and beauty.
Could you talk us through the significance of your tattoo?
This is one form of Kalinga body art,
Okay.
which is very uniquely Kalingas and some other parts of the Cordilleras. And for the men, it speaks of honor.
So for men it's like
Honor.
honour and strength.
For the women, it's for beauty and strength.
Okay, these are certainly beautiful tattoos.
Yeah.
Traditionally for men, the tattoos speak of honour. They had to earn the right to wear one by killing for honour or in defence of one's territory or people. While men would earn their tattoos through honourable deeds, the women would be free to wear them as signs of beauty, strength and status in the community. Also, the tattoo was part of the rites of passage of women into adulthood.
Known as the last living Kalinga traditional tattoo artist, she is Wangon Ugay from Bugarin, Tinglayan. She's a grandmaster in her field with years upon years of experience. She received the prestigious Dangal Nung Haraya Award for the intangible cultural heritage from the National Commission for Culture and the Arts in recognition of her contribution to the preservation of the hand-tapped tattooing, locally called Pagbabatok, leading to a heightened awareness about the culture of the Kalinga community. Another solid proof that Kalinga is home to living cultural treasures is Alonso Saklag, a homegrown and dynamic musician and dancer with a passion to preserve traditional Kalinga music and movement. With fervour, he educates and infuses pride of tradition among young students with the gongs, musical instruments and indigenous dances, earning for him the National Living Treasure Award Or Gawad sa Malilikha ng Bayan Award for the National Commission for Culture and the Arts.
Another provinces in Car region is Benguet. Benguet, together with Abra, Apayao, Baguio City, Ifugao, Kalinga, and Mountain Province, comprise the Car region in northern Luzon. It has a mountainous terrain of peaks, ridges, canyons, and a temperate and generally pleasant climate. Benguet lies southernmost in the Car region. It is geographically located between 1633 north latitude and the population of Benguet in the 2015 census was 446,224 people, making it most populous province in the region. It has a density of 160 inhabitants per square kilometers or 410 inhabitants per square mile. If the highly urbanized city of Baguio is included for geographical purposes, the population is 791,590, with a density of 280 km or 725 square meter. The Benguet provincial capital stands as a solid symbol of the unity, industry, and prosperity of Benguet province and her people. It was constructed by administration mostly out of province fund, properly known as the salad bowl. It is the Philippines because virtually every type of vegetable used in salads is produced here. But of late, the title Strawberry Country had been added. Various species of luscious strawberries, a rarity in the tropics, are now being raised in Benguet. Mountain Province is known for its rice terraces and other tourist attractions. Its annual fiesta is called Langay Festival. So, also, Ifugao is same as Mountain Province. Ifugao group of wet rice agriculturists occupying the mountainous area of northern Luzon, Philippines. Their great system of irrigated rice terraces, steeply contoured mountain terrace by walls of stone that lean slightly inward at the top. It is world renowned and was developed with a simple technology.